am I the asshole for getting engaged after my brother's wedding?
Oh, I mean, as long as it's not on the day of
the second
wedding.
after.
The ceremony.
I will say if you do it on the same day as the wedding, that does make you an asshole.
Okay.
I agree. If you did it in a reception, but it sounds like after the wedding, so I'm gonna go.
Even if the reception is over and everyone's walking outside and then it happens there, I'm like, yo, you couldn't wait another day.
Like a 48 hours or some shit. Come on now.
Yeah, at least.
All right. So my brother and his now wife got married 3 days ago. A very small destination ceremony that was under 15 people total. My now fiance and I extended our trip after everyone went home and spent a couple days exploring the Grand Canyon, a couple hours north of the wedding where he proposed.
I think that's fine. 3 days after everyone's gone, I think that's okay.
It's your own trip. Yeah.
Yeah. If everyone's gone, yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's
in my
also
opinion.
When I shared the news with my brother and now sister-in-law, he responded with hostility, saying that it looks like we were competing. I apologized, quickly realizing that he was advocating for my sister-in-law and that she felt hurt, although I'm truly failing to understand why. I also texted her separate apology and explained that it was not our intent to encroach and just wanted to share the news with family and that it's my belief that there's room for happiness for everyone. And she did not respond. In response to my apology, my brother doubled down and said the timing and location were hurtful and that we shouldn't have planned it around the wedding. So am I the asshole?
My suggestion, gather them all around the Grand Canyon, Spartan kick all of them.
Jesus.
Who's all of them? It's just two of them.
Just two people.
Well, the two of them, the fucking brother and the wife.
It's like the whole family? That's crazy. They haven't had any input, I think.
Lump them all. 2025 is chaotic, John, even more chaotic.
Oh, God.
We're
not going to make it to 2026.
What are you saying, Sean?
I mean, it's a different thing at that point. Like 3 days later, yes, it is close, but it's not like you already had your wedding. Like you already had your thing. Like I mean, no offense, but nobody's like, oh my God, within 3 days. No one is feeling this way but you.
No.
I don't think anyone can. And it's not like the engagement even happened. Like if it happened at the wedding venue, then yeah, I'm like, okay, that's weird. Right. But it sounds like they just had their own trip. They did their own thing. They got engaged. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal at all. I wouldn't be offended if I got married and then,
Bro, nobody owns like fucking the timing
week.
in a day. You know what I'm saying? It's just like shit. Even holidays share other holidays. Like, are you kidding me? You're not that special.
True. Yeah, I think it's insane. Like, truly, like, I just can't imagine like 3 days after my wedding, I'm on cloud 9. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck what's happening around me. So if other people have that feeling as well, good for them. I don't understand why you're feeling so shitty after your wedding like this.
I did like what Opie says. Like, there's enough happiness to be shared around everybody. It's not like a fucking finite thing. Happiness can be spread everywhere.
Yeah, and like Sean, like you guys said, it's one thing if it was like the day of or maybe the day after. I could see that being like, okay, well, what?
Yeah,
like,
we're all
that's
still
weird.
together. That's a little soon.
But it's
a
a
little soon.
few days later. You're on your own trip at this point. Everyone
Like
else
what John
has gone
said.
home.
48 hours.
Completely
You're
fine.
done.
They get done. Yeah.
Yeah. 48 hours after. Anytime before, I think, leading up, there's a bit more room because that's just.
Yeah, I would say if you got engaged right before the wedding, I'd be like, all right.
That'd be weirder.
You could have fucking, you could have wait a little bit. But after the wedding, we already had our thing. We're not competing. Our day's over. Who cares?
We celebrated. It's now time to celebrate you guys.
We're finally able to fucking rest.
Yeah.
I could care less.
The fucking asshole too wouldn't even be happy for their sibling.
That's what I'm saying.
Move.
Like,
what an
crazy.
idiot, bro.
What a wild response. And Reddit agreed and said, not the asshole. Abalon55 said, not the asshole. And I can see you're trying to valiantly to understand, but I'm not sure your brother or his wife will be able to give you a good reason for the reaction because the reaction is wild. Sure, it's rude to propose at someone's wedding, but that's not what happened. The fact that you and your fiance got engaged a few days after their wedding before you flew home is a totally different thing. Also, the level of hostility in that message from your brother is nasty and definitely not normal. I'm so sorry that he treats you like that. So that was the consensus from Reddit, was just like, yeah, it's not their wedding day. It's fine. And I think that's a good place to leave that.
Grand Canyon Spartan kit. Easy peasy, people.
Get